A beautiful hot summer day, Riverfest 2011 in Little Rock, Arkansas. These are just some of the faces as over 250,000 people will show up at this festival before all is said and done. But it's also the centerpiece of a phenomenal competition involving the Superfly Pros. We are down to our 6 top finalists. One of those set a world record in the process of getting here, and coming up, we will name the 2011 champion. But not just at the pool, we'll also be going to the field for an even better competition that has gotten so dramatic, why, you wouldn't believe it. What a setting for this incredible championship. It is the crown. Are y'all ready? Are you ready? Let's go. Putting you right in the middle of Riverfest in Little Rock, Arkansas. It's a hot day. Craig O'Neill joined by Justin Tacken. And Justin, first thing, we're going to set the scene here and show you that we have a scoreboard, but it has nothing on it because we start over.
Over again, man, and that's what makes this thing beautiful. You may not be the most talented, you might not be the fastest, the biggest jumper, but it's a grind. The dogs who love it the most stay in it. Those are always your winners.
It's the Eukanuba Super Doc Finals. Let's get this party started with these 6 finalists. 2 jumps. We take the best of 2 jumps. Here we go, beginning with Ben Propson and his dog, Callie.
These guys seem to pull it out every time. Hey, she's getting stronger. Wasn't great, but she's getting stronger.
Callie comes away with a 21-3 jump. And I'm telling you, 21-3, although it sounds pretty good, you're going to have to do a lot better than that, because at this competition, we've already had 1 world record set. We are hot in more ways than one.
Absolutely. A great talent behind us, dogs that will grind you up. They just keep coming again and again and again.
Here's Jeremy Becker, his dog, Ozzy.
Jeremy's got the best shorts in the competition, Craig. They look good. Let's see if it translated into big jump here. Get up, baby. Oh!
Not bad. In the semis, Ozzy got 23 feet 2 inches. I don't think he did it here. 22.8, Justin.
I'm telling you, these guys are running out of gas. That's why the Ben Propsons and the Callies and the Randi Murphys and the Quasis, that's how they get you. They just grind you up until you got nothing left.
We're going to bring in Perry Collier and Henry. Get up, Henry.
Henry can do it.
Let's see Henry's takeoff on 24.4, and that is the first jump we've seen that was better than one they had in the semis. Henry likes the heat.
This comes down to a lot about nutrition, what these dogs are eating, what are they doing, what's their training regimen like, and really and truly, how much do they love it? And bam, there's your boy right there.
Quasi, a former world record holder, did 24.5 in the semis, but here does 25.4. We're heating up on a hot day.
He's coming.
Lisa Strum and Phoebe coming to the line. This dog could also put up a world record on you right here.
Belgian Malinois, a lot of speed, a lot of power. These dogs are incredible to watch. Unbelievable athletes. Get up.
Look at that. This dog was made for this competition. And Lisa will be the first to tell you this is not one of Phoebe's best efforts, but still looks so incredible.
Wow. Wow.
25 feet 7 inches as Tony Lampert, current world record holder, and Baxter.
And he's got the cool step-through deal there. I don't know if jumping far or the walk-through, that's good stuff, man.
Gets them wound up.
I like it.
That world record, 29 feet 7 inches. Let's see what Baxter does here. Got the ears up. Look at that. He's ready.
Here we go, baby.
I don't think so. Well short of the world record and well short of what Baxter can do.
Maybe running out of gas a little bit here. You know, this is where that innate desire to retrieve. Maybe we found a hole in the program for the Malinois. I don't know.
23 feet 9 inches, well below what he did in the world record, 6 feet below. And after round 1, that's how we shape up. We are diving into the water. We are running through the field. We're going to go head out to Mayflower, Arkansas, a few miles away for the Retriever Trials. Stay here.
That's Yellow. Let me tell you a little about Yellow. She was born in a small town in Tennessee, raised, trained, and loved by a fellow named Tacky. At 3 months, 9 days, she ran and passed her first started test. At 5 months, 11 days, she ran and passed her first season test. At 15 months old, she passed the pinnacle of a hunting retriever's career, the International Grand. Yella eats Eukanuba. What do you feed your dog?
The Super Retriever Series is powered by Eukanuba, the Huntsville Sports Commission, showcasing one of the South's greatest cities, Water Dog E-Clinics, the world's first 24/7, 365 dog training experience, and by Thunder Equipment.
Welcome back to Mayflower, Arkansas, just a few miles away from Riverfest, which you've already seen. It is the Retriever Trial Series 3 of 5, and look at the handlers, what they're faced with. They have got their toughest test yet. 17 teams are handlers getting ready for this series, and the judges have put together quite a test. It is very intense. Oh, don't believe me? Well, just listen to Judge Spokesman Dana Giovanello.
We've asked for control on 2 tests. We've gone from a hunt test to a field trial, and now we've come down to just a shoot 'em up, bang, bang, loosen these, see who's gonna be the loose dogs, and who's gonna be the tight dogs. The marks today, they're gonna range anywhere from 10 yards to 70 yards, but they're gonna be tight and they're gonna be scary. At first, they're gonna come up, the dog is gonna be off, remote sit off by himself. From right to left, you get another mark. Dog sees it. You get skipper coming from right to left, and then another skipper teal going from left to right. And if the dog is still there, we're gonna throw another mark directly and back to the island. Now that mark is a simulated duck, and they'll see the splash, but in actuality, that duck was crippled and it swam underwater to the other side of the bank. And from there, we're gonna demand that dog to get up on that island and simulate a hunt. They're sent up there for that dog to win, and then we're gonna have the handlers push them off that island to pick that bird up. The dogs, they're so tight from just being under so much control, they're not gonna be next to the handlers. So that's where the key is. The dog is gonna be on a remote, he's gonna be on his own, and it's gonna be up to that dog, once that handler tells him to sit and remain, to stay in place, especially for those 2 short skipping birds coming across, those teal. They're gonna be so resisting for that dog, and he's got nobody next to him saying sit, 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 and then it could be over. You could go from being number 1 to out that quick. Or you got these high scores and they can make a tremendous amount back because a break, that's 10. You know, there's so many things going on, and with the drifting birds, it could play into a serious effect with all the dog handlers. We're gonna have to see a good savvy handler because there's gonna be 3 birds that these winds are gonna affect, and they're gonna have to be quick picking them up.
The cut would be 12 from this series, and the anticipation of coming to the line was intense. All handlers watched on with no interruptions to make sure that the study of the island bird would be figured out early. The first teams to the line did not have it easy. Skaczynski and Cha-Cha were first up and trailing the leaderboard with 190 total faults. The score of 56 would probably not be low enough to keep them in this game.
Your dog is convinced that there's a bird on that island, so that's where you're going to be a team player, and dog's got to trust you.
Richard Mills had 1 left from his team of 2. Mackey also struggled on the island as the faults ran high, leaving Richard with little hope. Kevin Cordry and Hemi made up ground in Series 2 as they struggled to get to the top 12. Kevin was relieved on the great control Hemi displayed on the command of Over off of the island.
Good boy!
Up again, Skaczynski with the only golden, Bailey. Had once again struggled on the island bird, even though they are barely hanging on to that 12th position. The drive and passion of the youngster Bailey would always be something we would remember, as she so enjoyed each and every retrieve. The bubble to the top 12 thickened. Mason Mayhew and Boo, the newcomers in SRS and ones to watch, would continue to improve and kept the faults in the middle of the pack as he too made the much-relieved cast off the island, and it was taken. The judges wondered if it could be that this series test was just too tough. They were waiting for the team that had what it took to reach success and could prove that their test was good. As Dorothy and Cole came to the line, those thoughts were quickly dismissed. Dorothy made it look easy, as each and every cast was so gracefully given. And each and every cast was gracefully accepted. And gracefully completed by her teammate, Cole.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bobby Will's dog Colt watched each mark carefully. Bobby and Colt looking to win their second coveted Crown Championship.
Larry and them is really big on sort of shoot 'em up type of test, sort of old dog savvy test. It takes an old dog to sort of run most of his test. You got to have a lot of hunting experience, and that's what we're getting into here. You got to have lots and lots of hunting experience to do good on this test.
Coming into this series in 4th place, Bobby and Jazz struggled on the island. 65 faults would still prove to be good enough to continue on to the 4th series. Having one of the better scores in Series 2, Bobby and Rip showed great control and pulled off another great score of 25 faults. Lyle Steinman and the 5 teammates still left in Series 3 came to the line one after the other. Jetta was the first to go, and as each dog is considered a complete team of Castile Creek, each would sacrifice for the next in line to run. The frustration of defeat thickened as one after the other would not give up enough knowledge needed to complete the test.
Okay, that's the problem I got is if we're using Dawkins, which is great, then let's use Dawkins. But to scent the points and put a dead bird in there, I mean, these dogs are extremely intelligent, but come on. We're judged on every bird, but it didn't seem like we was judged on that was teal. You know, we had dogs, in my opinion, that went to one area and went back to an area and went to this and went to that. I mean, I'm going, okay, where's the area of the fall on there? I think as a judging standpoint on this test it's a test that's very, very hard to judge, because what are you judging?
Boomer and Cole did not finish, each of them ending up on the levee some 50 yards past the bird, and in the judge's eye, considered out of control. J. Paul Jackson in red, who did not fare well in the first series, pulled it off in the second and now the third. They showed us that you could bring it in from the rear. J. Paul studied the despair of Lyle's 2 losses and would love the fact that Yodi, always in control, had no problem with the cast off the island and the pickup of that never-to-be-forgotten island bird.
With Lyle is, he's never happy with his score, and he's never happy when somebody else does good either. So it doesn't surprise me that, he felt like, hey, I got a break there. But, so I thought that our score was right where it belonged. Judging from watching his dogs and seeing how Lyle's dogs have crashed and burned one after the other in this test, I think the son of a gun ought to be a little bit more worried about what his dogs are doing than what everybody else's are.
Trying to regain focus and team spirit after putting 3 teammates on the truck, Coot would lay the groundwork Lyle needed to complete his study. And that last teammate, Jack, in first place coming into this series and a past crown champion. Coming up, it is the final of the Superfly competition, and the end of Series 3 is also on the way. Don't go anywhere. Back at Riverfest, the Eukanuba Super Knock final jumps. Remember, it's the best of 2 jumps. The higher jump carries over. Ben Propson and Callie, Justin, will start us off.
Here they go, man, and you look for them to really come on. Not what I thought would happen.
16.9 for that second jump. Jeremy Becker and Ozzie jumped 22.8 the first time, and it's a foot better.
You got to get out there. You got to get out there.
As we watch Perry Collier and Henry, his first jump, 24.4. Let's see what Henry does this time.
Henry can put it all together, but he's got to hit it perfect.
Not bad, but not good enough. 23.10.
I think you're going to have to get way out there, and you got to make a good throw. This is not the time to throw the object out of the pool.
All right, let's go to Randi Murphy, a past world record holder in Quasi, did 25 feet 4 inches on the first jump.
He doesn't have to do great. He just has to do good for Quasi. Get up, man. Good jump. I'm still afraid it's not enough.
Took off a little bit early and winds up with a jump of 25 feet 1 inch. On a hot day, Justin, you don't want to get out of the pool. And it's good to make a curtain call.
Right. And everybody's still having a good time.
As we watch Lisa Strum and Bibi, they are quite a story.
Bibi's a 3-year-old Belgian Malinois. I wasn't looking for another dog when I got her, but she was a little much for the people that had her. So a friend of mine said, can you go get her? And I fell in love with her and decided to keep her. And a friend of mine who has a Malinois asked me to attend a dock event with her, and Bibi broke the Malinois record twice in her first weekend, and I thought, guess I might be onto something here. So Bibi loves this, she loves it. This is her happy place, the dock. She's so happy there. And that's what does it for me. It's so great for me to see her so incredibly happy.
First jump of 25 feet 7 inches.
Get up! Oh, that was a good jump, man. Considering the grind that these guys have been under for a number of days, the heat, the humidity, to be able to pop that here at the end at 26.4, that's incredible.
So picturesque. And it's just almost a perfect scene to watch a Malinois jump. And here's another one, Tony Lampert and Baxter. By the way, Bibi got 26 feet 4 inches, so that's what Baxter here is jumping for.
Here we go. The new world record holder, see what he's got. You need a perfect throw. He's going to have to hit this thing.
First jump was 23.9. Has to beat 26 feet. What do you think?
I don't think it's anywhere close. If it's 25 feet, I think Lisa's won this thing.
Let's watch it again. Look how beautiful that dog is going into the water, though.
25.7. Wow, that's better than I thought it would be. Still not enough, though.
Lisa and Bibi take the 2011 Crown Championship. Pretty good jumps on a very hot day. Congratulations, Lisa.
I love this event. Our first year was last year, and we qualified both years in Long Beach. And I fell in love with SRS, and it's such a great trip out here. We drove 27 hours to get here without stopping, and she can't fly. She's not a good flyer. My husband and I, this is kind of a little vacation for us, and so it was really exciting to qualify to be here, but to win, wow, it was wonderful.
One good champion deserves another. Coming up, we'll go back to Mayflower, just a few miles away, to continue our quest for a field champion.
Is it possible to create truly innovative waterfowl products from an office? Products like the patented Equator system, the stand-up decoy bag, or even recreate one of the most effective camo patterns ever designed? So, can you really design waterfowl gear that solves problems that real hunters face from an office? If it's our office,
The Super Retriever Series has been brought to you by Drake Waterfowl, innovators in waterfowl hunting. DNG Media, we make market leaders. And powered by Eukanuba.
We come back to Central Arkansas, Mayflower, the town. Just outside of Mayflower, you'll find Pepper's Pond, and that's where you'll find Steve Endurance and Dude ready to go to the line.
Big time dog, great handler. These guys can put it together. They're incredibly versatile, and I think there's a mutual respect here that helps them get through a savvy test like this.
And what about the fact Steven has watched 14 dogs run?
Absolutely, and that's one of the advantages of doing well early in the game. That's what makes it wonderful.
In fact, Lyle Steinman, who everybody realizes has got that target to beat, has run this test 4 times, not much success. Steven's off to a good start with Dude.
I think what you're finding here, though, there's a huge difference between a partnership and a dictatorship. These guys have a partnership. Those that have a mutual respect, and they're not made to do things, they're taught to do things, and there's that relationship that will allow you to get through something like this that some of the other handlers don't have, because their relationship is totally different. It's all about, I'm going to make you do this, you're going to do it when I tell you to do it, all those types of things, whereas Steven's in here, and these guys are buddies. They're pals.
Whoops, Dude went right past the duck.
And you know he knows where he's supposed to go, or he's thinking, I'm supposed to go here, but I know that bird's right there. So this is kind of where they're trying to outthink each other a little bit. Good
but
job,
again,
handler.
they show the adaptability you're talking about.
Absolutely. And that's what this test is all about. This is an incredible test. I mean, this is one of the best I've seen, because it really puts the weight on the relationship, and that's what this is all about. It's about how great these guys can work together, and this is SRS at its finest. When the SRS rules were written, this is exactly what those guys were thinking about, developing something that really shows what it's all about.
Now here you're going to see Steven let Dude hunt a little bit, or
he's going to stick him on this bird. Look at him. He's
got
telling
him
him, hey,
settled.
man.
Yeah.
He's telling him this is serious business. Give it to me. Look at there. That's how a big dog does it. That's how you're supposed to do it.
Stop and look. What do you want me to do? Go left.
That's incredible.
Yeah, listen to the crowd.
When you have a dog with the same DNA as everybody else, but he's just a little bit better, that's when you know you got something special.
Dude smashes this thing, ends up with a Series 3 score of 6. That's what Lyle Steinman has got to shoot for as we go into Series 3, and can this dog, this past champion, do it again? He loves a big test, and if you think he's gonna bomb, then you don't know Jack. He's at the very top of the leaderboard. He's got that hunt savvy the judges are looking for, and there's still 2 series left, but he's got to do well on this one. The pressure is on, and as Lyle Steinman tells him to go, we're gonna have to go. Join us next week. This drama's just too good.